Not a day goes by that I don't see a tweet, a post on Reddit, or maybe even a YouTube video about a content creator who is discouraged and doesn't feel motivated to make Let's Play videos anymore. I've even seen some people go as far as to blame their audience for their lack of motivation, which is undeniably despicable. On the other hand, I've seen other Let's Players turn to their audience for an answer, asking for suggestions and help finding a vision for their channel. Ultimately, you need to ask yourself what your purpose is for doing gaming videos. Don't look at the surface level. Don't give me a list. Give me the real, singular, root reason for why you started doing this in the first place. If the answer you came up with wasn't because it's fun, then the rest of this video doesn't apply to you, and I pity you. When in your life have you ever needed motivation to do something that's fun? The only reason I can think of to not be motivated to do something fun is because I have something more fun to do at the moment. So why is it that you're not feeling motivated to do something that's fun? I'm not talking about outside sources of frustration and discouragement. If you're having family issues, work problems, lack of sleep, or lack of time, these are all legitimate reasons to not be able to make videos. However, that doesn't mean you actually lack motivation to make videos. If your lack of motivation is caused by an outside source, I would argue that your motivation to make videos is still present. It's just being replaced by something that's more important, which is healthy. It's healthy that you realize that this hobby is really not that important in the grand scheme of things. So why is it then that you're not feeling motivated? You said yourself that you started doing it because it's fun, and yet you find yourself not wanting to do it now. You're turning to people on the internet for advice and encouragement who are relatively anonymous and unknown to you. But is that really going to help you in the long run? I don't think so. If you want to cure something, you have to figure out what's causing the illness. If you're not motivated to make gaming videos, you need to figure out why. Why aren't you motivated to do something that you find fun? The way I see it, there are 3 aspects to making gaming videos: the recording, the editing, and the management. Your motivational disconnect is most likely rooted into one of those areas. It's highly unlikely that it's in the recording. However, it is possible that maybe you have trouble playing and talking at the same time, and I can understand that. Maybe then the answer is to change to a different style of videos. Maybe you should do post-commentary, things like montages or top 10 lists. These are just examples, but the point is, look for ways to change the way you record and see if that helps. The more likely candidate is that you find yourself not enjoying editing like you used to. And I would suggest the same idea. Look at your videos and see if there's a way to do them that requires less editing. Maybe you need to switch your style completely. If you're growing tired of doing lots of editing and produce montages and top 10 lists, maybe you should just switch to standard Let's Plays. I personally don't mind editing. However, I don't have a lot of time to spend doing it, so I very consciously play and record in a way that requires very little editing. You'll rarely see me do anything other than your standard run-of-the-mill Let's Play or walkthrough. I can take my captured video file, extract the audio, edit the video, and render the video in about 20 minutes. I very rarely need to make any cuts, and rarely do I use text or images. And lastly, if your issue is that you don't enjoy the management aspect of your channel, whether it be SEO, responding to comments, or managing your Twitter account, my suggestion would be to simplify everything. Don't worry about responding to every comment. Don't stress out over your tags or descriptions. Don't force yourself to keep up with all of your followers on Twitter. Simplify things, and you'll have more fun. Now, will this possibly slow down the growth of your channel? Sure. But that's better than putting out videos about how you're not motivated to put out videos. Now, some of you are probably thinking that your discouragement comes from your channel not growing as fast as you'd like it to. You don't have the views that you want, you're not getting new subscribers, people aren't liking your videos. If that's the case, then I would argue that your purpose for your channel is based on your desire for fame, not fun. My answer for this is still the same. Find the problem. Fix it if you can, and be patient. Another piece of advice I would suggest is find someone in your real life that you can talk to about your content and your channel. That will be a much better source than asking people on the internet who you don't really know or finding inspiration through watching videos of Arnold Schwarzenegger or Shia LaBeouf. Stop looking for motivation and start looking for the answer to the problem. You shouldn't have to motivate yourself to do something that's fun. Find the problem and fix it. If you rely on the encouragement of others to continue doing what you're doing, you're just going to run out of fuel eventually and need another pick-me-up.